first ever West Wales karting virtual race on ProjectCars2. It's a bad start for Scuderia Sam. Cherry Berry in the Lamborghini takes the lead as we head down into the Tamburello chicane. And I think that's a Porsche sending it down the inside of BTCC Dan, but I think he's now facing the wrong way. And as we exit the chicane, heading down into the Villeneuve chicane now, it's Cherry Berry leading. Crazy Stewpot in the Audi R8 is second. And there's a raging battle now going on behind. 4 or 5 cars all going into one. Who's going to come out in third? Stuart Davis there off, he's off the track in the Mercedes. He's under attack now from the BMW Z4 of Alex CDL 18 as they head through the Tosser hairpin. And up to turn 8, Cherry Bear leading, Crazy Stewpot second. Liam Beckett has moved up from 5th to 3rd in the number 24 Nissan GTR, and they're in 4th place. It's the number 61 Ferrari of Scuderia Sam, who had a terrible start from pole position. But he's having a look now at Liam's Nissan as they head up the hill. And they're going towards the Alta chicane now. Liam's going to go defensive into here. Let's see what's going to happen. Is he going to go around the outside? Liam's held the inside line. He's running a bit wide. Scuderia Sam's having a look there down the inside. And meanwhile, in the back, we have Stuart Davis in the Mercedes, and he's waiting to pick off any scraps that happen here. It's going to happen down into Ravazza. There's contact. All 3 cars coming together, and Ferrari there. Scuderia Sam's off into the gravel. Wheels still banging as they head out of Ravazza down the pit straight. And that's Liam Beckett's Nissan coming into the pits, and Scuderia Sam's Ferrari is following in behind. And it's... They were losing time there to the leaders, so it could be a good strategy, but we'll see if the tyres last the whole way. It's an awful long way to go here, another 15 laps. They'll have clean air to do some quick laps, but will they be able to make up the time? All drivers must make one pit stop, one mandatory pit stop. Meanwhile, the battle for 6th and 7th we are looking at now. It's BTCC Dan in the Porsche 911, recovering from his turn 1 spin. And he's fending off the number 97 Ginetta G55 there of Da Big Bad Wolf. Lap 2 now, and already a lot of action unfolding here at a track which is always a favourite with drivers and fans alike. And heading down the hill now towards Acqua Minerale. 2 corners which drivers treat as one double apex corner. It's especially important to get a clean exit up the hill, or else you'll be under attack into the chicane, as indeed Alex CDL is now. Heading down into Ravazza, Stuart Davis will be having a look down the inside. And he's on the grass, they make contact. But it looks like they're both through unscathed, and that's an aggressive move there. That sees the number 2 Mercedes AMG barge its way past into P3. Alex CDL in 4th now, but he'll fight back undoubtedly. And that's the Porsche of BTCC Dan. And I think he's run wide there coming out of the last corner, because he's off the track on the gravel. And he's made a mistake coming onto the straight, and that has allowed our Big Bad Wolf, otherwise known as Richard Wolf Howells, back in front. And now that's the BMW Z4 of Alex CDL pitting from 4th place, and it looks as though our leader has also made a stop whilst we were watching the other action in the Lamborghini Huracan. And that will be a strategic decision, I'd imagine, to cover off this guy here. And up the hill we go again to turn 8 with the never-ending battle of Porsche versus Ginetta, BTCC Dan versus Big Bad Wolf. And it's fair to say there's a lot of pace in that Porsche if you can find a way past, but the big bad wolf isn't making mistakes. As they head down into Aqua Minerale, ready to go up the... Oh, and he spun off, bang, they collide. Ginetta up onto two wheels there, but they will continue on to race another day, thanks to the world of sim racing, or that may have well been a safety car moment. And in sixth place... in sixth place now you are looking at the Lamborghini of Cherry Berry. He's made his pit stop and he's 30 seconds off the leader, Crazy Stewpot. But it's worth reminding that Crazy Stewpot and the others ahead of Cherry Berry still have their pit stops to make. And now we see the number 22 Nissan GTR of Baz the Ninja in third place. We haven't seen him much in this race yet, but that's because he's been quietly getting on with setting consistent laps. Lost around 35 to 37 seconds for a pit stop, as we see the Ginetta G55 there leaving the pit lane and coming back out into 9th place, but some others haven't made their stops ahead, so we'll see how it all shakes out. And as the race settles down now for a moment, we can catch our breath and let's have a look at how these cars are handling through the Tota hairpin. The slowest part of the track, taken at about 50 miles per hour, Ferrari chasing Lamborghini, being chased by Nissan of Liam Beckett, and all being chased by the BMW Z4 of Alex CDL, 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th place there. BMW heading up the hill to turn 8. And now we're looking at Stuart Davis in a Mercedes. He hasn't made his stop yet. In fact, none of the top 5 have made their stops. And we're on lap 6 already here. There are 10 to go. Stuart Davis coming down the pit straight. He's setting consistent lap times. He's really got a handle on this Mercedes AMG. And there is the Nissan chasing him. He's just a few seconds behind. He's losing time to the leader, but he's keeping pace with Stuart Davis in 2nd place. This is going to be a fantastic race-long battle. And it's worth being reminded at this stage that although everyone is in different cars, the performance in terms of lap time should be nearly identical, as they are all a GT3 class of car. But they do handle differently. For example, the Mercedes has a tendency to understeer compared with, say, a Ferrari 488, which is quite an oversteery car. And that's partly why we are seeing 8 different cars here with 9 drivers, as everyone has a preferred car to suit their driving styles. And now we're seeing the Porsche 911. That's the Porsche 911 of BTCC Dan in the pits, and he's powering his way back out now onto the circuit. Where does that put him? That puts him back in 8th position, I think I see there. No, is it 8th? No, it's not. It's 9th position. He is 9th and last at the moment. So he has some ground to make up. And now we're looking back at Crazy Stewpot. He's still in the lead. He hasn't made his pit stop yet. Is he going to come in? No, he's carrying on. He is 9 and a bit seconds ahead of this man here, the Mercedes AMG, who runs a bit wide of Stuart Davis, and he's not pitting either this lap. I wonder if they're going to come in together on the same lap. Time will tell. And now we're looking at Baz the Ninja in the Nissan GTR. The black Nissan GTR is one of 2 Nissan GTRs in this race. He is still in 3rd place, and he is being chased here by the Lamborghini Huracan, who is being chased all the while by the Ferrari of Scuderia Sam. They're both now powering onto the main straight. Lamborghini, Ferrari. They're both local car manufacturers, you could say. The Lamborghini is built just 40 kilometers away from here in Bologna, and the Ferrari is built just under 90 kilometers away from here in Maranello. So they have got a lot of support here at this track, both companies, although you could say the Ferrari is probably the favourite, as the track is named after the founder. There's a BMW having a big moment in the middle of that corner. That's the BMW Z4 of Alex CDL there. And he's heading into the Villeneuve chicane. Left. Right. Over the curb. Runs out onto the curb. Goes over to the right hand side of the track to take the racing line through Tosa hairpin. And then running wide to get the maximum amount of speed out up the hill. And then we switch back and we look at the Ferrari chasing. That gap is definitely coming down between the Lambo and the Ferrari. And we will probably see a very tasty battle in a not too distant future. So these guys here, they are setting the fastest times of the race, the Lamborghini and the Ferrari, and that's the Nissan there of Baz the Ninja pitting from 3rd place. He didn't fancy getting in that battle. He has got his own battle with the leaders, or the current leaders. We will see how it all shakes out. But the Lamborghini and the Ferrari are setting the fastest laps of the race so far. The Ferrari is about half a second quicker on the last lap, so he's closing. But it's one thing to catch and it's another to overtake, especially at this circuit. Just ask Michael Schumacher and Fernando Alonso from the 2005 and 2006 San Marino Grand Prix. If you haven't seen those races, it's well worth going back and having a watch. Now we're looking back here at Crazy Stewbot in the Audi R8, heading down into Ravazza, hard on the brake. He's made a mistake. He's outbraked himself, and he's in the gravel. This is going to lose invaluable time here to this man, the Mercedes AMG of Stuart Davis. He is halved the gap here, thanks to that mistake, and he's in the pits. And Stuart Davis carries on, but Crazy Stewpot is in the pits in the Audi R8. Let's see. I think he's probably needing fresh rubber there. And this is, now look at the situation here. This is the Ferrari on the back of the Lamborghini. I told you the gap was decreasing, and now it has. It is decreased to practically nothing. Just the badge of that Ferrari and a little bit of air separates it from the Lamborghini. But the Lamborghini is very powerful. It's got a V10 engine, and it will power its way down the straight, and they have both gone past Crazy Stewpot, who exits the pits in the Audi R8. So we're looking at their first. No, we're not looking at first yet, we're looking at second, third and fourth, because Stuart Davis is still in the lead, he hasn't pitted yet. He is 22 seconds ahead of this pair. But if they start fighting, then Stuart Davis may well be worth him staying out longer to try and get a bit more time. I don't think 22 seconds will be enough for him to come out back in front. But we will see. You normally need about 37 seconds at this track. And the lights are now on because it's getting dark here. Darkness is falling at Imola. But we will carry on racing through the night. I say through the night, it's actually going to be just another... We're on lap number 9 now, so it's going to be another 7 laps. And there's a bit of flame there from the Mercedes. Stuart Davis, P1, 22 seconds ahead of Cherryberry in the Lamborghini, who is in turn just fractions of a second ahead of the Ferrari of Scuderia Sam. In 4th place we have Crazy Stewpot, who's made his pit stop. He is about 7 or 8 seconds behind this pair. And he'll be hoping that these two tangle to give Crazy Stewpot the best possible chance of catching them. He's clearly lost some time whilst he's been out in the lead, because his lap times have not been quite as strong as the Lamborghini and the Ferrari. And we're looking there at the bottom of Aqua Minerale as the Nissan GTR, the black Nissan GTR, heads up the hill into the Alta chicane. Oh, Lamborghini's run wide, the Lambo's run wide, Cherryberry's off the track, he's trying to cover the inside line, the Ferrari goes to the outside, Scuderia Sam there on the outside, he's having a look, he's got him, contacts, and Cherryberry stays ahead there, just by a hair's width. That was a very tense moment. I think they have lost about a second here to Stuart Davis whilst they've been battling. So it's not going to be enough at this rate. Ferrari looking down the inside as they head through turn 8, down a hill into Aqua Minerale. Headlights shining. And as the lead car there, the headlights from the car behind you can be very off-putting. It's very easy to make a mistake, but Cherryberry so far has only made one, and Scuderia Sam has not been able to take advantage of that so far. But we will see what happens in the subsequent 6 laps of this race still to run. Down into Ravazza, this has been a prime spot for overtaking so far. But he's a bit too far behind. Ferrari's a bit too far behind to have a look there. The gap is stabilised a bit here. It's about half a car's width between them. It looks like the Lamborghini has the Ferrari covered coming out of the corners there. If you look at the stats, the Lamborghini and the Ferrari are very evenly matched on acceleration. 3.6 seconds for the Ferrari, 3.5 seconds for the Lamborghini Huracan. horsepower, and the Ferrari's gone off there. Ferrari has gone off at turn 1 whilst pushing. Perhaps his tyres are going off, but he's lost some ground and he'll have to try and make that back up there. So he's lost about a second now to Cherryberry in 2nd place. And now we're looking back at the Mercedes AMG of Stuart Davis, who runs wide coming out of Aqua Minerale. He will need to be pitting soon. And that is the white Nissan GTR of Liam Beckett, number 24 car. He's down into the Tosa hairpin. He is about 30 seconds off the lead at the moment, so when Stuart Davis pits from the lead, he will be coming out behind Liam Beckett at this rate. Back looking at the Ferrari versus Lamborghini battle here. A lot of history between these two car manufacturers, of course. Lamborghini bounces over the curbs. Ferrari chasing. And there's Stuart Davis. Stuart Davis is now in the pit lane. And there's Stuart Davis, so he's in the pit lane in the Mercedes AMG, and as he is there doing 0 miles per hour, we see the Lamborghini and the Ferrari whiz by at 150 miles per hour. Down the main straight they go. Stuart Davis is away from his pit box. He's trundling down the pit lane at a bit more than 0 miles per hour, but still not 150 miles per hour. Where's he going to come back out? He's in... it was pitched back to the Lamborghini Ferrari, but I think he's come out in 4th place there, Stuart. He's just missed out on getting past Crazy Stewpot. Crazy Stewpot in the Audi R8, of course. He is now... Let's have a look. He is now... so he's third. He's 8 seconds off the lead, and Stuart Davis is 13 seconds off the lead. And then we go back to Liam Beckett in 5th place. Liam Beckett, of course, in the Nissan GTR, number 24 Nissan GTR. He's in 5th. He's 19 seconds off the lead. In 6th place, we have Alex CDL in the BMW Z4. We're looking at him now. He is heading up the hill to turn 8. He is 21 seconds off the lead, a couple of seconds off Liam Beckett. And then in 7th place, he is 56 seconds off the lead in 7th place. We've got Baz the Ninja in the other Nissan GTR, number 22, the black Nissan. And then in 8th place, if we look at 8th place, we've got Alex CDL. Oh, and there's a battle here going on for the lead. The Ferrari and the Lamborghini, they're side by side. Lambo's just crowding off the Ferrari. Ferrari's Scuderia Sam's looking for a way through there on Cherryberry. Cherryberry's got it covered so far. Will Scuderia Sam do a lunge down the inside? Yes, he's going to the inside. He's on the grass a bit. Oh, there's contact. The Lamborghini is off into the gravel. Cherryberry's off. He continues. Where's Scuderia Sam? Is he? He's back on the track as well. He's coming down into the Villeneuve chicane. They're side by side again. Scuderia Sam on the inside for the right-hand part, but now they stay side by side. But now he's gone down the inside at Tossa. Oh, they contact again. This is incredible racing. Wheels banging, and Scuderia Sam's through. Scuderia Sam has taken the lead. This is for 1st place now, of course. They've all made their pit stops. This is a fantastic duel between Scuderia Sam in the red Ferrari 488 and Cherryberry in the multicoloured Lamborghini Huracan. And this battle is not over yet. We have 3 laps left to go. Scuderia Sam has set the faster lap time, but Cherryberry so far has not made any mistakes. He maybe made a bit of a mistake down into Ravazza, which gave Scuderia Sam a run on him, but we'll see how it all pans out. So, this is a very good battle going on here. This battle is between Liam, Stuart Davis, and Alex CDL. Nissan GTR. Oh, contact! That's the 3rd time Stuart Davis has made contact into the Ravazza. I think we can see the common denominator here. But it's a fantastic battle. He likes a lunge down there, he does, but carrying on down the main straight. Absolutely fantastic battle between these 3. Alex now in the lead of this group in the BMW Z4. He maintains that lead. Oh, Stuart Davis is off. There was contact from behind from Liam Beckett's Nissan GTR, and Stuart now is at the back of this battle. And back to the lead. This is the battle for the lead of the race. Scuderia Sam, Ferrari, Cherryberry, Lamborghini, Aqua Minerale up the hill. Up the hill we go now. We go towards the chicane. Scuderia Sam has not been able to pull away from Cherry Berry. We're on lap 14. He runs a bit wide coming out of there. His tyres are probably going off, so he's gonna have significantly reduced grip, and the Lamborghini's got a run here. Cherry Berry is past him down into, what a fantastic late braking manoeuvre there. Cherry Berry is now in the lead. He passes Scuderia Sam down into Ravazza, but he's not given up. They're side by side now going down the straight. Lap 14 going into lap 15, side by side. Ferrari, Lamborghini, Scuderia Sam, Cherry Berry. Who's going to brake later? Who'll be the bravest? It's Scuderia Sam. He's braking. He's broke late, but he's off. He's off. The Ferrari's off on the grass, and that's allowed Cherry Berry's Lamborghini back through. There's half a second between them. There's only 1.5 laps left to go here in this race. Or 2 laps if you're a crazy stew pot, or if you're in this battle here. And oh, massive contact. What on earth has happened there? That is the BMW. Its bonnet is absolutely destroyed. That's Alex CDL. He's facing the wrong way. Not for the first time in this race, I don't think. But he was driving very well there. I don't really know what happened exactly. We might have to see a replay, but that has allowed... It was contact with Liam Beckett. It was Liam Beckett in the Nissan GTR. But that contact between them has allowed Stuart Davis back into 4th place. And we will see if they can catch him before the end of the race now. So we've got there's a Ginetta. We haven't seen the Ginetta for a while. He's having a bit of a lonely race at the moment. He's trying to catch the group in front, who are battling for 4th, 5th and 6th. The Ginetta of the Big Bad Wolf, of course. And here is Alex, is in the BMW. Who's this now? It's quite dark, so it's hard to see the cars now. Just see the lights. And Stuart Davis there was let in back through, I think, the Nissan GTR of Liam. But now he's chasing him hard again now as they go down to Ravazza. Ferrari, Scuderia Sam. He has not been able to close the gap again to the Lamborghini of Cherry Berry. It looks like his tyres are finished. And the Lambo is cruising off into the distance on this final lap here, lap 16 of 16. It looks like it might be a Lamborghini victory unless he makes a mistake now. But Scuderia Sam will not give up. He locks the wheel there going into Tulsa hairpin. Up the hill to turn 8. And I think it's safe to say the crowd have been well and truly entertained here by today's race. As the Nissan just getting out of the way there. I think that was Baz and Ninja, the number 22 black Nissan GTR. And there's the other Nissan GTR, with its bumper hanging off. Its bumper is slightly hanging off there. That won't help the aerodynamics. Spit of flame down into the Tosa hairpin. Out up to turn 8. And the leaders must be coming around now to the last few corners. It's a 3-second gap. There's the Lamborghini. He's coming down into the Ravazza. And he's got unless he doesn't outbrake himself. Now he just needs to negotiate one more turn. And Cherry Berry powers out of the last corner onto the straight with Scuderia Sam and the Ferrari right behind. But it's not going to be close enough, and Cherry Berry crosses the line and he takes first place. What a fantastic battle between these two. Scuderia Sam comes across to take second place after starting from pole position. And there's third place, not far behind at all. Crazy Stew Pot. He finishes just 11 seconds, 12 seconds off the lead. And now we look back through the exit of Ravazza to see Liam Beckett in the white Nissan GTR. He's coming down the main straight. He's going to claim 4th position. And at the end of that race, that fantastic race that we saw with multiple battles throughout the field, Cherry Berry, first place, takes the win in the Lamborghini Huracan. He started from second, but he had a great start, and that cannot be said for Scuderia Sam, who started in pole position in the Ferrari 488, but he finishes 3 seconds behind. However, he did claim the fastest lap, but it wasn't enough in the end. Crazy Stu Pot there finishes in third, the final spot on the podium, 16 seconds in the end behind the leader in his Audi R8. His fastest lap was a 1:47.6, which was a couple of tenths off the time set by Cherry Berry, the race winner, his fastest lap, but it was 7 tenths off the fastest lap of the race set by Scuderia Sam. In fourth place we have Liam Beckett in the white Nissan GTR, the number 22 car. Nope, the number 24 car, apologies. And he was 42 seconds off the lead with a best time of 1:48.9. Then in fifth place we have Stuart Davis in the Mercedes AMG. Stuart Davis started from fourth on the grid, so he lost that place to Liam Beckett in the Nissan. He had a fastest lap, the second fastest lap of the race actually, of 1:47.3. Down in sixth we have Alex CDL in the BMW Z4. He did a 1:48.5 best lap, and he finished 1 minute 8 behind the leader. However, he did have a couple of incidents, which included losing his bonnet. And in seventh place, it's our big bad wolf in the Ginetta G55, and he was 1 minute 50 behind the leader. And then behind him in 8th place we've got Baz the Ninja in the other Nissan GTR. And finally we have BTCC Dan, who had numerous battles throughout the race and a spin on turn 1 of lap 1, which didn't help his cause, but he finishes in 9th and last place in the Porsche 911. So thank you for watching, and we will update soon on the next race.